mark this episode as explicit.
Arousal by tears or sobbing.
Yes. Guys, I would have been outside the door. Didn't happen.
I kept in my purse on the Uber ride back to the Airbnb. All in all, it was a great night on Bourbon Street in New York.
You've never called your boobs a rack.
No!
I find that hard.
That's iconic. It's iconic.
It's Queens of the Ring.
I feel like we should do another one, but we should actually, like, ask for questions. And we'll only take the serious questions.
Yeah. Like,
not the pervy ones.
I was going to say, if you send a question like, can I fuck you? No.
like advice, or, like, I would give men advice.
Yeah.
Or women.
Or
but
women.
Men, yeah. So we'll see how it goes over. If it goes over okay, then I think we should try that. But, like, somebody suggested, like, oh, you should do an all about mental health. And I'm like, honey, I could totally do that.
We could. Yeah.
And I'll ask for questions. I'll ask for questions on that one because, believe me.
Should we be giving advice, though?
I go to a psychiatrist, so I know what they would say about a lot of things because I have a lot of problems. So I could talk about my problems. I don't care. I'm not ashamed. I'll talk about them. So anyway, how was New York in general for you? What did you think about New York?
The city, I loved it.
Did you?
Yes, I loved New York. I want to go back.
It was cold, though.
It was cold.
Like, windy and cold. It only rains, like, 1 or 2 days. Thankfully, the day of Mania, though, it wasn't that cold.
Until the night. Then it got cold.
Until it got dark.
And then it got really cold. And then it started to rain.
But we made it on the train.
We did. We weren't the sad people standing outside singing "Living on a Prayer" in the rain.
They were singing that. I didn't see the video. They were singing that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
We weren't those people.
No, we got a free ride on that train too. I'm not even sure if we were supposed to have, but
well, we did.
We did. I'm trying to go in order of everything we went to. Axxess was shitty, you guys.
Axxess fucking sucked, other than seeing, like, a few people who we had on our list.
But, like, the setup of it sucked. You know how we were worried about it? Like, we talked about being worried about the setup. It was almost as bad as I had imagined.
Dude, I felt it was worse.
Really? I mean, it was terrible.
We didn't know about the whole other room.
Yeah. So basically, it was on the pier, and it was in two actual buildings. I think they were real buildings, but there's like this tarped off walkway going into the first building, and then there was a walkway going into the second section, which were dumbasses because they gave us a map when we walked in.
Yeah. But
and we
didn't announce anywhere else that there would be, like, other people.
No. And I think we were spoiled, too, because when we went in New Orleans, it was in, like, one big building, and they had, like, big screens that, like, hung up, like, signs that, like, hung up from the ceiling.
Same with Phoenix, too.
Yeah. And at this one, like, they were, like, eye level. So you had to actually literally, like, walk by each thing and look. And then about halfway through the first session we went to, it was like, oh, there's another room.
Yeah, so we missed
who knew
other people.
Yeah, we don't know who all we missed, but
yeah.
I'll tell you one thing: Baron Corbin was nowhere to be found, and neither was Mojo.
Well, Mojo was on Saturday, and we didn't get tickets for Saturday. So.
Yeah, but Mojo didn't answer when we asked him where he was.
He didn't answer.
I even DM'd him. He did not answer me. It's the first time he's never not answered my DM ever.
I see where we stand.
I see where we stand, too. I still stand him, but still pisses me off. And I guarantee you, whenever I do see him again, it's going to be like, hey, what's up? And I'll be like,
well, yeah, long time no see.
Bitch.
Bitch. You bitch.
Oh, my God.
I hate you so much right now.
But, yeah, it was really shitty. Other people were complaining, too. Like I had tweeted something about how, I don't remember what I had tweeted, and someone was like, don't go to Axxess, it's terrible. I was like, yeah, we just got here, and it's horrible. Like, the setup was horrible. Like, it wasn't big enough. Had
we had known, we only would have gone Thursday.
And Sunday.
We didn't go Sunday.
I mean, Monday.
Yeah. Friday was good, though, because we got our picture with the Iconics. Yeah. And we saw Gallows and Anderson. And
we got some cute pictures.
We did. We got some cute pictures.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was just a mess though. Like it just was not organized. There wasn't as much stuff either. Because the area was so small. The DX section was really cool. We got to see the tank.
Yeah.
That was cool. But other than that, like it was very, 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 very different setup. I didn't like it. I think it was really dumb.
It
overall.
sucked.
Overall. We went to Festival of Honor though.
And that was amazing.
That was amazing. A lot less
Sucky.
crap. Yeah, a lot less crap. A little more action going on there.
And Jen got to live a goal that's been years in the making.
It has. I met Jay Briscoe, and I don't even know. Like when the line started, like there was no other women in line. It was just me. And there was like 3 or 4 guys in front of me. And so the whole time I'm standing there, Nikki wasn't with me. Nikki was in line for Marty because that line was really long. Yeah. And so like I'm standing there and I'm like, oh God, like what do I say? What do I do? Like
what do I do with my hands?
Like I don't want to look like an idiot. Like he's like this really tough guy. What am I supposed to do? Go up to him and be like, oh my God, like freak out or whatever? That's what I did. Like it was my turn and I just walked up, like there's no telling what kind of look I had on my face. Well, we have the like live photo where you can see me like running towards him with my hands up. But
guys, it was great.
You're supposed to still make a GIF out of that, by the way.
I didn't send it to you?
No.
I already made the GIF.
Oh, no, you didn't send it to me.
Well.
But yeah, so like he was looking right at me. I don't remember what Mark was doing.
Mark was just being Mark.
Yeah, Mark acted out of it. But anyways, Jay was on the side table that I had to walk up to. And like I was just like, oh my God. And like he could tell, I guess, by the look on my face, like how excited I was. Because I think I said, oh my God. And like he smiled and he like hugged me and he was like, hey, I don't remember what he called me. It wasn't baby. Mojo called me baby. I don't remember what he called me. Sweetheart or something.
I think it was sweetheart.
Something like that. And I like died. And so
guys, she walked over to me after it happened and it looks like she was going to burst into tears.
I almost cried. And I was like, you have no idea. Like Mark was still fucking around doing. Oh, I did hug Mark. I was like, oh, I'll hug you too. And I hugged Mark and Mark was he could have cared less.
Yeah, Mark was like, yeah, nice to see you.
And I was just talking to Jay and I was like, I have waited so long to meet you. I was like, you guys never do signings. He's like, yeah. He's like, I know we don't do a lot of them. I'm like, no. And I was like, I knew I had to do this one because I didn't know when I would have another chance. And I don't remember what else he said. Like, but there was a little bit of talking. There should have been talking for what I paid. Jeez. And so talking going on. And then like we took the picture and I got to looking at like all the other pictures, even like this girl that I know on Twitter. It's Jules. Hi, Jules. I met her too, which is exciting. She had one with them too, which Jay did like have his arm a little bit around her, but like Jay was like has his arm completely around me. And, like I was leaning into Jay completely.
I'm watching the GIF right now. He did.
I was just kind of like, Mark is over here. He gray smiled though. Like I think it made his day, honestly. And I was just like, oh, I remember. I was just so like excited. I got so excited. And after the picture was over, I think I hugged him again. And then I was like, thank you so much. I started walking off. He's like, honey, don't you want your autograph? And I was like, oh.
You're like, yeah, I do.
I was like, I got so excited. And he laughed. He's like, okay, well, what's your name? And I was like, Jennifer. And he's like, okay. And he wrote the 2 Jennifer part. And then, like, Mark signed his part. And then my whole interaction was with Jay, which is what I wanted. Like, if Mark had been the talkative one and Jay had been the quiet one, I would have been so pissed.
Guys, she would have asked for her $80 back.
I would have. But I got 2 hugs and a lot of smiling, and he was thoroughly entertained by me being so happy. And called a name, but I don't remember what it was. It doesn't even matter. Honey, sweetheart. I would have taken slut at that point. I would take anything.
Oh, it's so cute.
What did he say?
It's the only part, Carol sent it to you. The 7-second video. Here.
I was like totally like spazzing out.
Dean, stop. Sorry, guys. My dog is being a dick.
Aww. He's so cute.
Guys, it's the most adorable thing in the world.
I love him so much. He's so nice. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, I'm done.
Literally, Jen was like, I didn't get any video. I'm like, is it a live photo?
It was, thank God.
Thank God it was a live photo.
Oh my God. Yeah, I videoed her whole interaction with Marty.
Because it was quite the interaction.
It was. So after I got at that line, I went and got in line with her for Marty. It wasn't an outrageous line. We're not talking Axxess
Well, the nice part was I was pretty. I mean, it was the longest line other than Okada, and Okada was sold out.
Yeah.
But I actually had a decent spot, so
Yeah, you weren't at the back of the line though.
no.
So we're sitting
Okay,
there
I'm
and
sending you
you're
the gift
panicking.
right now.
Okay. We're sitting there and like you're kind of panicking a little bit.
Well, my thing was like, what do I say? What do I do with my hands?
Well, that's what I said. What do I say? What did you say? I couldn't hear. I was just making the video.
I don't know what I said. I was just like, hi. Guys, and I'm like rarely like that. That's the funny thing is like I'm usually the one who's like, hi, how are you? How's your day? No, Marty.
I'm usually like that too, but with a
Marty though, I'm like, hello.
But I'm trying to think who all I was like that with. Pete the first time. But Pete doesn't talk anyway.
He's a little more talkative the second time.
Yeah. I talked to him about his daughter that time, so that made it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But Jay was like, Jay, I think I did very well, all things considered.
You did.
And you did very well with Marty. You didn't have like a breakdown
I thought Jen was going to break down.
after it was over. The funniest part though was I was like walking away and he's like, honey, don't you want your autograph? I'm like, go.
Like literally, I was like watching the whole time. I'm like, why is she walking away? Why is she going back? Okay. What did she do?
I was just so excited.
Marty told me happy birthday though.
He did. You had on your birthday sash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, happy birthday, love. I'm like, oh God.
I know. I videoed the whole thing and then
Like
the
I'm
guy
sitting there just like, it's my birthday. What? All right, check your phone, Jen. The GIF is now on your phone.
oh gosh.
We're gonna put it on Twitter.
Oh, I don't know about that. I want to see what my butt looks like first.
Doesn't look too bad.
It'll do. Aw. It's really blurry on my end though. Is it because it's so small?
Click on it.
I am.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine is not blurry.
Okay. Well, as long as yours isn't blurry. But yeah. So
I
we
ship
made it
it.
through that. Yeah, I ship it too. Huh. I've been shipping it for years.
I'm shipping it. I know. I've been
Shipping it
that
for
a while
years.
too.
But yeah, you did well, I think.
Yeah. Oh my God, he smelled good and he was so hot.
He was
better
dressed
looking in
nice.
person.
He was dressed very
just
nice.
very nice.
Mm-hmm.
That was man. I'd meet him again.
You probably will.
I hope so.
I think you probably will.
I hope so.
I think it's definite. Not probably. It's definite. But we went to Wrestlecon and you got to meet
Rosemary. And that was another one where I almost cried.
I think you did, didn't you?
No.
Oh, I thought you did.
It was close.
They were very nice.
They were super nice. Oh my God. I'd meet them again as well.
Mm-hmm. They were very nice.
They were so nice.
I'm just kind of standing there and I'm like, I know who Rosemary is and I know a little bit who Allie is, but you were like all excited and I was just like, hi.
Like, yeah.
I'm the bunny. Hi.
You and Allie are just standing there quiet, and Rosemary and I are like, oh my God.
Oh man.
It was funny.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like meeting Rosemary was badass.
She was very cool.
She's super cool. And my mom thinks we look like sisters, so.
You do favor each other, yeah. And then the big one, we met Jay White.
We met Jay White, guys.
Let me tell you.
Sorry, my heart just started beating a lot faster now that we're talking about it.
Let me tell you. So, did you see the post that the Block Party Twitter put up about how people had like filled out surveys and said that they wanted there to be less VIPs?
Yeah.
Which I think that's smart. Like, I literally bought our VIPs exactly at the time that they became available. So I think it's smart to sell less because it was a long ass line.
Yeah, and literally, and I did the survey and I was like, I didn't even have time to do my promo because like it was so.
They said they were almost 2 hours behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. But we finally get to the line. They have them all sitting in these chairs. And guess where the empty chair is that you sit in to take your picture?
Literally, Jen and I looked at each other and were like, it really is my birthday.
Right between Jay White and Tama Tonga.
Literally, the underwear were ruined, just gone. I'm like, oh, I'm sitting there. No, okay.
So
I left.
I was too much in my own head to pay attention to what you were doing because you were in front of me, and so I was too much thinking about what I was gonna do that I didn't hear what you said. What did you do?
Okay, so I walked up and I stopped at Haku and I was like, "Thank you so much for your service." And he's like, you know, thank you. You're the first person who said that. I'm like, the fuck? I'm the only one. And then like I walk past everybody else. I'm like, hi, usual. What's up? Oh, I guess I'm sitting here. And I sat down and I was like, Sam put his arm around me and I'm like, oh, fuck my life. Jay White's looking over. I'm like, okay.
In a suit.
Looking mighty dapper.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I don't remember what happened.
I remember what I did. Oh, God.
I remember what you did, but I don't remember. Literally, when you're sitting between Tama Tonga and Jay White, it just becomes a blur.
It does.
It does. It's too much. Overstimulation.
Oh, God.
Yes.
I remember what I did, though.
I know what Jen did because I was standing there laughing.
Everybody was laughing. So the room is still packed because we're not at the end of the line by no means.
We're like in the middle.
Yeah. And so I walk up and I'm just like, I'm not going to look at everybody else because then I'll have to stop and too sweet everybody, acknowledge everybody. I'm not going to do it. Like, I'm just going to look straight at Tama.
3 people.
So Tama is who I looked at. And I was walking toward Tama and they're like, oh, hey, whatever they say, honey, sweetheart, honey, whatever they call you. It was what Tama said. And I was like, I just stopped right in front of the chair and I was like, this is exactly where I wanted to sit. And then I start to sit down and Tongaloa is like 2 seats down from, no, he's next to Jay. And he's like, well, hell, I'll just get up and leave then. And I'm like, no, don't get up and leave. And like the whole room is like laughing.
I'm over there like, she just fucking did it. Like, you know what it felt like? When we were sitting there with Gallows and Anderson and you're like, so Finn Balor. And I was like,
but this was thoroughly more entertaining.
It was a lot more entertaining, but I'm sitting there going like, we were so good. We made it this far. And there she goes.
And it didn't ruin us. Look at all this happened.
It didn't ruin us.
But this, everybody laughed at this. Like, Jay even had a little bit of a giggle at it.
He smirked. And then I was like, my whole like face palming stopped because he smirked. And I was like, okay. I'm gonna
even the photographer was laughing. And so then like when they took the picture, Tongaloa closed his eyes from the flash, I guess. And before I got up, I was like, is the picture okay? And the guy's like, yeah, it's fine. It wasn't fucking fine, asshole. It was not fine. But Jay and Tama were looking, and that's all that matters. But so then you had to and somebody else. But you had to like they filed. That was in the upstairs of this restaurant. So you filed up and went through there. Then they sent you back downstairs.
And we ate.
Yeah, they had the food out. We ate some. Then we went back upstairs.
It was the individual.
To do the, we did the autographs. That was before we ate. We went back up and did the autographs. And I just had them sign the poster. That's all I had them sign. And they had them all in a line. And so a ton of people, like you're packed pretty tight in line. So there was enough time for the most part to stop because people were really Tama Tonga was living his best life. Like he was
like he had the biggest fucking grin I've ever seen. He was dancing, he was joking,
he was just loving it. So I think because he was taking time to talk to everybody, it kind of made the line slow down a little bit. So we got to stop in front of Jay for a good 45 seconds a minute.
About a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, literally, Jay has the smile that will make your knees weak.
What did you say to him? I don't even remember.
So he signed my poster. So Yujiro and Ishimori were in the front.
They didn't talk.
Yujiro, I don't think, understands a ton of English. So
But I mean, like, they just kind of acted like,
Yeah.
whatever.
they smiled. They said hello. Like, yeah. Like, and also, let me preface this. Like, the guy, like, two or three people in front of us literally kept saying, "Oh my God, Yujiro!" And then he moved down. "Oh my God, Jay White!" I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now, bro?" So he, I think, held up the line at Tamatonga
Oh, okay.
because he was like, "Oh my God, Tamatonga!" And I'm like, "Bro, okay, we get it. You're gonna announce everybody." And then, like, he got to Haku. He's like, "Holy shit, it's Haku!" I'm like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, stop it!"
He was living his best
He
life.
was. The guy, like, you would have thought he was like a Make-A-Wish kid.
Mm.
It's like, the guy was like, and he's like our age. Yeah. So he's living his best life, and Tamatonga's laughing hysterically because he's living his best life. But yeah, we stopped in front of Jay, and we're like standing there together, and he's like, "Hello, ladies," and he's got that accent. And I think at one point we grabbed each other's arms because, hot damn.
Well, I remember what I said, but I don't remember what you said.
So we had the posters, and they were
You
like,
were first.
I was first, and they were sliding it down. And he signed it and looked up, and he like grabbed Jen's, and he's like, "Do you want another one? Do you want another one?" And I'm like, "Do I answer this?" Like, literally jaw on the ground, like,
Yeah, like he's being playful. He wasn't
yeah.
being
And I'm like,
yeah.
I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll just take my one though." And he's like, "Jen, go on, because this next part, hot damn."
What he said to me?
Well, what he said to both of us, because remember he kept doing the poster thing. Then he was like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and he
And
had
I was like, no, that's
poster.
mine. And he was like, oh, you both want another one or something like that. And then he pointed his finger at us, and he was
Yeah.
like, only one.
And we looked at each other like,
You've just fulfilled every fantasy I've ever had in my head
Oh,
about
me-
you.
I'm like,
Like
yeah.
a very serious, like
He was very firm yet playful.
yeah. And I was just like, you've just confirmed everything I've ever thought about you, sir.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to come back to Brooklyn.
Yeah. And so then he's signing mine, and I was like, well, we're still standing there. Like, I was like, well,
Yeah.
and I was like, you do my favorite promos right now. And he was like, is it because of my accent? And I was like, no.
No, but kind of is after we talked to him in person.
I know. And I was like, no, I was like, because you just like, they're not rehearsed at all. I was like, you just sit there and you just talk. And I was like, he's like, yeah. He's like, I couldn't understand half of what the dude was saying because his accent's pretty strong. And he was talking really fast. But
And
he
I
was like,
just
yeah.
was
He was like,
Staring.
he was like, I just sit there and I just talk, like you can't think too much about it. You can't, put your head in it too much. And I was just like, uh-huh. Yeah.
I know, we were both like, uh-huh. Uh-huh, yeah, okay. Well, it was nice to meet you, sir.
Gosh.
I have to go change my underwear now. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I was worried that he wouldn't be nice, but he was nice.
and then, like, Tamatonga's like, it was like,
Hey!
he's like, hey, and I'm like, hello, sexy man who put this party together. How are you? No, I did not say that, guys, but I was thinking it.
We did talk to him about Enzo and trash. Yeah.
Dunzo and trash, you mean?
Yeah. But he was, he's always like, he was exactly how I had met him one other time briefly at ROH show once, but like, he was exactly how you see. Like, there's no difference. He's just who he is.
Guys, literally, there is zero difference.
Yeah.
He's so fun.
So we made it through the line.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes.
With some more shenanigans. But we made it through the line.
Fucking shit show and shenanigans.
Yeah. So we went downstairs and ate. The food was pretty good. The crab cakes were very good. But some of the other stuff I was kind of
That was what Gallows and Anderson told us to eat. They're like, stick with the crab cakes.
Yeah.
So we got crab cakes.
Oh, and that maybe rewind. So when we met them at Axxess before that, we were like, oh, like we're going to a block party on Sunday, and
Well, no, originally I said, so, Sunday, I'm going to a party. And Gallows is like, you're going to a party. I'm like, I'm going to a party. You know, a little party thrown by your friend Tamatonga. And they're like, oh.
and then they were, oh no, and then the second time we saw him was whenever we said that we'd tell him about how it went. But yeah. And then Carl was like, believe me, I'd rather be there than be here on Sunday. I have to be here on Sunday. And I was like, I'm sorry. And he was like Carl's just done.
Yeah,
he's
and
just done.
And I looked at Gallows and I was like, you know, they scheduled that shit on purpose. He's like, yep.
Like, and just why they scheduled Finn Balor for free and Adam Cole for free on Saturday night when the G1 was going on. Exact same shit. But I feel Carl's just done. And I was like, we started to walk off anyway, and I was like, something was said, and then I went back to him. I was like, maybe next year you'll be there. And he's like, hopefully.
Yeah. They're fucking done, guys.
Done.
Literally, on Monday, when we went, they were doing the autograph signing, and they had a fucking handler in line. Literally, a fucking handler. And, like, between people, they would, like, just get on their phones, and you know they were texting each other. Like,
yeah.
They can't say anything. So they're texting each other, and they look fucking miserable.
Well, first of all, they screwed up their names in the program.
Well, yeah.
They tweeted that.
That guy gave me a look when I said, well, just sign whoever the fuck you are today. And
we were telling them how it was, and they were like laughing. Like Luke was like laughing, like, I bet Tama probably was, I don't remember what he said.
No, because I said, we were sitting there and I was like, so the party on Sunday, they're like, well, how was it? I was like, Emma took us to church.
He was like, I think he said he had saw a clip or like something on the internet or something, and they were like cracking up. They're like, yeah, like that's him, like yeah, and I'm like, yeah, it was something. He was living his best life, like, and he really was. So to jump back. So after,
seriously, let me just tell you guys, he was at one point on the stage dancing, taking us to church at the same time while he was dancing, and Jay White was actually laughing.
He was.
Because Tama was living his best life.
Well, after the autographs and all that, which took forever, like we ate and we're still and drank and we're still sitting around, they come out on a podium and talk. And Tama gives this speech about how all the eras of the Bullet Club, you know, have been great. We had the Phenomenal era. We had the Prince Devitt era. We had the...
we had the OG era.
Era.
Yeah, and then we had the Devitt era. Then the Phenomenal era, then the Elite era, and everybody just fucking booed.
Yep.
And I'm like, I can't boo this, sorry.
And he was like, but now he's like, I'm being 100%, I'm being serious. This Cutthroat era, this guy right here, he was like, this is the best era that we have had so far, that we're gonna have. He was like, this guy right here is the real deal. Like, he was praising Jay like left and right. He was like, he's only 26 years old. And, you know, blah, blah, blah. And Jay had just lost the title the night before to Okada.
And you know what my first thought was when he was 20? He's like, he's 26 years old. I'm like, am I too old?
He's 10 years younger than me. I'd do it. But, like, and then Jay talked. But the microphone, that was another thing. That sound system did not work very well. Mm-hmm. But, like, it was really cool though. Like Tama, just like I said, like we said, was living his best life. So after all that was over, let's
just say he was going to like full on Southern Baptist preacher mode.
Yeah, which I'm totally used to. So,
but like, actually was entertaining while he's doing it.
Hey, there's some Southern Baptist preachers that are entertaining.
Hey, I said, well, he was entertaining. The man was dancing. He was, guys. I literally thought he was going to lead us in prayer at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after it was over, after that, the speech was over, they kind of started to mingle. They sent Tama back upstairs and Jay, a couple others that were doing like private, like the individual signings, and then Tama was going to do the promos or whatever. They sent them back upstairs, but like the other guys were like mingling around, and they had cornhole set up, and they had this huge like Jenga set up.
Oh God, that was so much fun.
That was funny. So you have Haku out there smoking a cigar Playing corn- in his dad jeans, playing cornhole, smoking the cigar.
And we literally were mesmerized for like 15 minutes. We were like, he eats people's faces.
Yeah, playing cornhole with a cigar. And you had Chase Owens out there saying he'd never played cornhole in his life. That boy's from Virginia.
He is Southern. I am not even from the South, and I have played cornhole, even though I suck at it.
You can't tell me he never played no cornhole.
He did.
I don't believe that for a second.
He
Next
did.
next year, I'm gonna call him out on that shit. I'm like, I don't believe you.
I say we have a 2-on-1 tournament, Jen and I versus Chase Owens.
We should. That's the plan.
Even though I'd probably be the worst partner.
Oh, I'm terrible at it.
Oh my god, we're gonna suck.
I'll have to work on it this summer because my
Wow.
sister-in-law and brother-in-law have cornhole, and they set it up in their backyard, and they do it a lot during the summer.
You could always come camping with Nikki because we had to.
That's true, but I have to pay for plane ticket. And we may go somewhere else this year, so
With Nikki.
yeah, but not with you, but I'm not paying for 2 plane tickets and go play cornhole. The point is we can both practice and then we'll kick his ass.
Can we play bingo instead? Because I feel like I would do so much better at bingo.
No. Bingo is just a
Hey,
game
we
of
can get a
chance.
group together. We could get a group together and do 3-on-3 if certain people show up next year.
Hmm.
We could get a group. We can make it happen. You know, I suck at cornhole. And you suck at cornhole. We just have to find somebody who's going to the party who's very good at it.
I mean, to find somebody Southern.
Well, not necessarily.
Find some-
My dad.
find-
My dad
find-
is not Southern, yet he's very good at it.
Let me tell you, it's going to be in Florida, right? Find somebody that has a Florida State or a Gator hat on. They've played cornhole.
Find Florida man, and he's going to be our partner.
Find an SEC football fan, and they will know how to play cornhole. It won't be that hard to find in Florida. I'm just
Or
saying.
could we just get Jay White? I mean, our team may lose.
My
but-
dream was really to see Jay White play that in his suit. That's what I really wanted.
Yeah.
That's what
Never
I really,
happened.
really wanted. No,
Oh my God, could Haku be our third? 'Cause
That'd
he
be
was pretty
fun.
good at it.
he was.
He was very good at it.
That would be interesting. But yeah, overall, the setup of it was pretty good. I think they probably learned some
I
things not to
have
do
a
next
partner.
time.
Oh
Who?
my God, Mrs. Carl Anderson.
She's probably good. Can I just have Carl Anderson instead? Can we just do Carl?
Well, then we have to switch sides. You have to trade.
Okay.
You're gonna trade me.
For Carl Anderson?
I wouldn't doubt. Or how about this? I'll trade you. You can go be on Chase and Carl's team,
Okay.
and I gotta find a third.
Okay. That works.
We're playing tradesies here, guys. We're gonna have a draft for our teams here.
I think we should totally do it.
Yeah.
You know they'll have it next year. You know. they
Oh
will.
yeah, that was a
That's
big.
very easy. Yeah.
That was a big hit too.
It's very easy. So like you don't have to spend a lot of money. You just yeah. But overall I think the setup was good. I think it could have been better. I think the building had a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Like the way the size of the building and the way the building was set up.
Well, and also I feel like, I mean, they even said online they were turning people away.
Yeah.
So I feel like next year it's going to be a bigger location.
I hope so. But I do hope they limit the VIP stuff. That means the price will probably go up. But yeah, hopefully it won't be outrageous. Although I still want to go to that tailgate party where they beat the shit out of each other through tables. I got us an invite.
Well, you know what we'll do?
What?
We'll just be the bougie girls in our sun hats because it's not going to be cold. And we'll just be like, you know, you hit that table all wrong.
I got us an invite.
God damn.
I don't know. But yeah, I saw several videos online where guys were having tailgates and they had tables and they were jumping off of cars on the tables. And then the one that I saw where I was like, I want to be at this tailgate next year. And then the guy was like, say no more. And I'm like, okay, cool, I'm going.
God damn, we're going.
But they were dressed up like the Dudleys and they did a 3D on somebody into a table.
Speaking of Dudleys, guys, we saw the cutest family cosplay ever.
Oh yeah, that was cute.
The Dudley family.
That
It was a
cute.
mom, a dad, and 2 little girl Dudleys.
They were cute.
They were cute. I loved them.
Now, one thing that was shitty too about, like, I don't know next year as far as the setup of the block party, how close it'll be to the arena, but they kept saying there's a shuttle. How much was it? $15?
Yeah. A
Yeah,
person.
We got a lift with four of us in it. We paid what, like $6 or something?
I think it was like with tip, it was like $9.86.
Yeah. And we technically could have walked. We just didn't want to.
Well, you could have.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, it was walking.
I would have been dying. Yeah.
It was walking distance, but
Nikki would have been hurting.
yeah, it was walking distance though, and like they were charging like 15.
That's
Ridiculous.
inflated.
It is. But the arena I liked. MetLife, I liked
Yeah.
it.
It wasn't bad. I think my issue with it was like I was fucking freezing and exhausted by that point.
Yeah.
I fell
That's
asleep
true.
during WrestleMania, guys.
But it started off awesome with Seth winning that title.
I
I was
know.
not expecting that to happen, and that place exploded.
Literally, when Seth won, I was like, oh, that means Kofi's losing.
Yep.
But he didn't.
But he didn't, so then the place exploded again. I'm sure they did for Becky, but we left, so I don't know.
I watched I watched Mania over again. They did.
But
They
yeah.
exploded for the Iconics too.
They did. I noticed that. Yeah.
We cried.
Yeah. It was so perfect.
We cried, guys.
But it was very fucking long. And people online were saying like it sucked because the women's match that people have been looking forward to like for almost a year now was at the very end of like an 8-hour show where everybody 3 hours ago was
Literally,
already done.
We left at 12:45. In that match, the entrances had just happened.
Yeah. Everybody was exhausted.
Yeah.
So like how can you be
Entertained.
100% in a match that deserves that?
Yeah.
When you're fucking exhausted.
And then you have to go all the way back to where you're staying, which a majority of people were staying in Brooklyn.
Right. But we made it on that train. Apparently, we were like the last people to get on that train, and then they stopped running the train.
Well, there was a sign out that said the train stopped at 1.
Oh, okay.
They're on the 12:45.
But the thing about it is that the timing was all off, and nobody thought to talk to the New Jersey Transport Authority and say, hey, Transit Authority, and say, look, we got these thousands of people here that need to get on this train. And instead, people were having to spend like $60, $70 for a lift to get back to the station. Like, come on now. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. It was so stupid, guys. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that was the one thing I was like, this is bullshit. Like,
Good thing we left.
yeah. Literally, New Orleans was so easy compared to that.
Yeah, because you're not going between like 3 boroughs in a state. Has a lot to do with it.
So, WWE, basically don't fucking do that again.
Mm-mm.
That
Don't
was-
do Axxess like that again. Oh my god.
You know what? I mean, so far WrestleMania is like a tradition for us. If it went back to New York, New Jersey, I don't know if I'd go. Or if I went, I wouldn't go to actually WrestleMania. If it was 8 hours long.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I would go do like the indie shows. I would go to Axxess depending on where it was. Because they said the one that was like 6 years ago, like it wasn't at the pier and it was really good.
Right.
So
I can't remember the name of the building, but yeah.
if it was at the pier again, I'd say, fuck that.
You did get to see the Statue of Liberty though.
I did that. And it was really close.
It was pretty close, yeah.
It was pretty close, guys. So that was like a plus. And of course, meeting people we wanted to meet.
You gotta tell them about the gay bar though.
Well, we haven't talked about G1 either, so.
Okay.
But last little tidbit about Axxess, we met Trish Stratus.
Oh yeah, that was cool. She was
That
very
was
nice.
really cool. We did not know that was going to happen.
And Ivory was very cool too.
Yeah, Ivory was amazing. Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Guys, I almost cried. Like literally I walked up, I was like, it's been so long. And he's like, oh, thank you. And I'm like, oh, I love you.
We met Sammy Wow Wow too, and KO.
And KO. But yeah, Shinsuke though, I had like the lip quivering and I'm like, I loved you in New Japan.
KO's so adorable.
KO's adorable.
Sammy's adorable.
I feel bad though because every person who's been out on the indies, I was like, I loved you in XXX promotion. I was like, I loved you as Kevin Steen. And he's like, yeah, you know, you're not the only one who misses him. Like, and then like Sammy, I was like, so El Generico, where's he at?
Oh, Lordy.
Guys, I was that person. Matt, I was like, you know, that broken universe.
Let's bring up everything you've done besides what you've done here.
Yeah, let's bring up everything other than this shit show. And you know what, though? Everybody was like, thank you. They loved it. Nobody was like, don't fucking talk about it. They were like,
No,
yes.
that's true.
Yeah. And then Gallows and Anderson, we were just like, so crab cakes. Listen, I loved you in New Japan, but crab cakes. Tell us about said crab cakes.
So, okay, so we're going to switch to G1. What did you think about
G1.
Madison Square Garden?
The building itself, I loved it.
Did you?
It was very, like when I walked in, I had like, because I was alone when I walked in, it was very emotional, almost. Because like everything that has happened, again, being a wrestling historian, everything that's happened in the past. I liked it.
I guess. I don't know. Like, I'm one of these people that always build something up in my head to be a lot. It's just like when you, like, for instance, Times Square. When you see it on TV, you're like, oh, it's this big, bright, huge thing, you know? And then, like, I found this out years ago, the first time I went, and then I get there and you're like, that's nice, but...
Yeah, literally, I had, in my mind, I was thinking like Rachel Berry when she went to New York. I was going to stand there and be like, oh my God. Literally, I walked in, I'm like, oh.
Which is usually the reaction people have, honestly.
Yeah.
But I kind of felt that way about that, though. Like, I was like, I'm supposed to be having this, like, huge reaction, and I'm just kind of like, it's an arena. Like,
And then you have Nikki having the reaction.
yeah. But I don't know. Like, maybe it has to do with our seats. Our seats were pretty steep. They're pretty high.
But, you know, it wasn't too bad.
No, I've had worse, but, like...
Yeah. I mean, for us, it was, like, just being there.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
For G1 Supercard, we weren't like, oh, we're going to be in the front row. Like, for me, at least, I was like, as long as I'm there, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
And that sold out quick. So
I don't think it was sold out seating, though. I don't know.
But like when it originally went on sale, when everybody thought that the Elite were going to be there.
Right.
Like, guys, I had to fucking fight to get those tickets.
Right.
We probably could have sold our tickets and got better ones. But we didn't think about it. But yeah, so for me, though, it was just being there. I literally had a moment where I just kind of looked around and took it all in. Now the show, I was more entertained at G1 Supercard than I was at Wrestlemania. I was more entertained. No, I mean, obviously they both had their moments. Guys, at Wrestlemania, I fell asleep 3 times.
But that was at the end of the day. We had a long-ass day.
I fell asleep during Randy and AJ.
But we had woken up at like 6:30 or something.
And you know how I woke up? Because Jen moved her elbow.
But we had woken up that morning at like 6:30.
Not
to mention we had been out. Yeah, we had been out the night before after G1 to the gay bar. So like we were friggin' tired.
But like even watching it back though, like the matches I fell asleep during were not, I would have probably complained about them.
I mean, I don't know. There were some good matches. I was so disappointed in the Triple H and Batista match.
The 3 that I fell asleep during, Triple H and Batista, AJ and Randy, and Roman and Drew.
Yeah, the Roman and Drew one wasn't that great either.
it was like Roman and Drew literally, it was like, well, they're not going to let Drew win.
Right.
And, you know, the funny thing is, watching it back, they definitely muted the boos. Definitely. Because
I'm
Roman
sure.
was booed.
Yeah, he was.
He was booed, guys. Like, we didn't boo him.
No.
Literally, I had no reaction.
I just feel like to boo him, it would have been. It was his first match back. Like, I wasn't going to boo him.
But, like, this is how I feel. And I'm going to get shit for it, but I don't give a fuck. It literally felt like he had this redemption where it was like he had cancer. Everybody's behind him. But literally from that first Raw back, it was like, well, back to pushing Roman to the top.
Right. That's
So,
true.
like, to me, it was just, like, we cheered for Drew. I ended up falling asleep after it started. Like, meh.
Is it bad? I don't remember what happened.
All I
in that
know
match.
is literally watching it back, I was like, this is boring. It was boring.
I remember AJ and Randy being boring, but it kind of picked up at the end. And
Yeah.
I remember what happened in the Batista Triple H match. I just thought it was stupid.
Like, the
But-
hardcore stuff, I was all for. And then, like, when they started just going into rest holds after, like, 10 minutes, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to bed.
I thought the hardcore stuff was stupid.
The hardcore stuff was fun.
I didn't.
That
I was not about any of it because it was just too like slow moving and
literally, guys, that was the part that kept my attention.
not me. I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed.
And then, like, literally 3 hours later, Batista was like, I retire.
Damn it. I like when Batista and Triple H had their feud right before he left first time. Like, I was obsessed with that feud. I love that feud. So I was like, this is going to be awesome. Even though the promos hadn't been that great. And then Kiss My Ass. That was pretty good. Other than that, the promos haven't been that great. But I was like, okay, when they actually get in the ring, it's going to be good. And then they started pulling out the chains and all that. And I'm like, I did not sign up for this.
I liked the hardcore part. And then when they just started going to rest holds, I was like, okay, good night. So,
I didn't like any of it. I did not like any of it.
like, I just liked the hardcore stuff because it's different. Like,
It was boring. It was too slow and it was too like fake. And I was just like, I think this is stupid. Like, they could have done something so much better. So much better. I just
stupid.
I just didn't like it at all. Did not like it.
Stupid.
Yeah. And then Joe, like, they had him pin him in like no time. I know it was because he was hurt, but
Yeah.
that was kind of like pointless.
Yeah.
Finn won.
Finn won. The match was
Very short.
very short.
Yeah. See, there's so many matches you have to like recall. And obviously, everybody was fresh and ready for Seth and Brock, which nobody thought that would be first.
But, like, here's the other thing, guys, is, like, Finn, it was the only thing that made the match was the entrance.
Right.
Otherwise, I would have been like, this is fucking stupid.
But like Seth and
Even
Brock.
Joe made Joe at least look strong.
Yeah.
Like, if he was just regular Finn Balor going into that match, that would have probably been the worst match of the night. But damn that demon. Hot damn. Jen got to hear me squeal like a little girl. He was, ugh. And he had a kilt and he ripped it off.
Oh, he did. I forgot about that.
He did. He ripped it off, guys. And both Jen and I were like, oh! He's taking his clothes off. Yeah. The people behind us, I feel really bad.
Oh, gosh.
And then when Baron came out, we were the only people cheering. As usual. We were singing along.
Yeah, and they didn't bring anybody in to replace him. They actually let Baron do it.
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly so. Then, the best part of the night, other than Kofi and Seth winning and Becky, even though we weren't there, Thugonomics came back
Oh my god, I lost my shit.
to Elias. It was awesome. Oh my gosh. Nobody was expecting that. People were expecting he might come out and take Varen's place. But then when he came out with Elias, I was just like, is this real life? What's happening?
I know. I'm like, am I still asleep?
Did I fall asleep and go back a few years?
Why is Elias back in 2005? Huh. Interesting. Did I time travel and bring
There's
Elias?
3 Eliases.
There's 3 Eliases. I don't know what's happening, and I'm tired. Yep.
It was good.
That was some shit right there.
But I feel like other than that, it was a surprise that Seth won. And it was a surprise that he came out. But other than that, I don't remember there being any surprises, were there?
Hogan, but we booed.
Didn't they kind of, they already had told that, didn't they?
They didn't say when he would show up, so it was kind of like, oh, he's gonna, no, they said it as he'll be there WrestleMania weekend. They didn't say what, if he's at WrestleMania. And
Alexa was the host. I think I saw her twice the whole time. That was kind of dumb.
It was really dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
And they didn't put Mojo in the fucking Battle Royal.
No, but they had those at Saturday Night Live, pricks.
Ugh. Disgusting. Gross.
Like Allison Anderson and Matt and Jeff were.
That's true, they were.
Mm.
But aside from that, what did you think about the shakeup afterwards?
Very predictable in some of them. Other ones, I'm just like, you're really just going to send them to another brand just to do nothing? Okay. They cleaned out the Raw Women's Division.
They did.
And then they didn't announce it, but Nikki Cross is on Raw.
Is Sasha even there? Is Sasha on Raw?
Sasha is like, literally there was no ending to the Hug Boss connection. It was like Bailey shows up and she's like, I'm on SmackDown and I'm a singles wrestler, and I'm like,
yeah,
what?
Because you got all these rumors going around and shit, and it's like so weird. In case you've been living under a rock, there's all these rumors that Sasha and Bailey, which may be true, didn't know they were losing the belts until the night of Mania, and now they split them up. Apparently they were like laying on the floor in the locker room and outside their hotel room, like talking about how pissed off they were.
How it's bullshit.
But like people were like pointing out that there was this picture of them in the Iconics that was taken backstage with the belts. And they're like, oh, look, they're happy. I'm like, they could smile for a picture.
Yeah, like
that doesn't mean anything.
From what I'm gathering, none of this was against Billy and Peyton.
No, they were just mad. Yeah.
They were mad at the company
for lying.
To them. Guys, I have a dog on top of me kissing my face. Hi. Go on. But yeah, it wasn't against Billy and Peyton. It was just them being pissed off about what was going on at the company. Because I guess they were promised things and it didn't happen.
And now they're being split up. Like, I have mixed feelings about that. Like, I think that if what they're saying is true, I think they're being fucking whiny babies. Like, I get that they had dreamed of this, they wanted, well,
this. And here's my thing.
But you know what? So has everybody else.
I can see it kind of being like a revival situation because there were rumblings that Bailey and Sasha were both very upset.
Before they won?
Months ago. Yeah. And then they won the titles. So I think they won the titles to get them to shut up. And then WWE is like, okay, well, you had the titles now, and now you're done. So I don't blame Sasha it's not like she just up and decided, like, I'm leaving, fuck this, I'm done. Like, there's been rumblings that she's been pissed off for months. So So that I understand. I really do.
I can't hear you. Dean Ambrose is right over your mouth.
I can tell. Help me. Okay, so as I said, Sasha's been pissed off for months. So I don't blame her really, because literally
I blame her for acting a fool. If that's the truth, I blame
Yeah.
her for acting a fool.
like you shouldn't be.
Like a whiny crybaby.
I mean, if you're that upset with the boss and with,
Leave.
well, can I
I'm
before
sorry.
that?
I'm sorry. I just don't.
Yeah,
like
I mean, here's the thing, but I understand. I don't like her. She's a bitch, but I can understand kind of what she's going through. Like, in my opinion, she should have handled it differently. If she's that upset with, everybody in charge, go talk to them. Don't stage a fucking little protest outside your hotel room, and don't sit there and, act, throw shade at people and be like, I'm leaving, and make a scene. Like, if that's the case and that they fucking just gave you those titles to keep you around and now they're taking them away, and if that's how you feel, then just be like, listen, you went back on what you said, confront them like a fucking grown-ass woman, and then if they're like, well, sorry, we're not going to do anything, then leave. But you don't need to fucking make a fucking scene about it, right?
Yep.
Like, handle your shit like a grown-ass woman, basically.
Like, I don't know. I don't even get why she's upset, to be honest. Like,
Well, and
I don't get it. Like, there's a fucking roster full of people. You can't always be like, people kept citing, oh, her title reigns weren't very long, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of women on that roster that's never had a fucking title reign.
Well, and she almost kills herself every fucking match, so I don't know. Like, really,
I just don't have a lot of sympathy for her.
and I don't, but I'm sympathetic towards the situation.
I'm not.
Like, if it was revival, would you feel different?
The Revival, to me, don't go around acting fucking entitled. And I feel like ever since the first time I saw Sasha and what I could see, she acts fucking entitled.
Well, yeah. I mean, Sasha.
Like, and Charlotte acts entitled too, but even Charlotte,
the difference is Charlotte can back it up.
she can back it up. Plus, Charlotte, to me, has a little bit more class as far as like handling the fact that she didn't get those belts at Mania. Becky got those belts at Mania. Like, you don't see Charlotte went on a vacation
With
with Andrade. Yeah. And then you have,
She had her head in his lap.
I
and took
know,
a picture.
I know.
They're just fine.
But then you have Bayley and Sasha laying on the floor crying because they lost the tag titles. Like,
And here's what I have to
get
say.
over it.
Well, here's what I have to say. Nikki Cross, Mickie James, Dana Brooke. Like, sorry, I don't like her, but Sonya Deville.
Yeah.
Carmella. I mean, Carmella won the Rumble or the Battle Royal, but that doesn't mean dick. Naomi. Like, you're going to sit there and complain the whole fucking time and have
Natalia.
a fucking pity party. And there's women who've been treated so much worse than you.
Yep. I don't like Natalia, but they got Natalia out there pushing everybody and their brother. Natalia don't get nothing.
Natalia don't get dick.
No, but she's
Like-
out there pushing other people.
Well, yeah, and part of me wonders, like, if we're coming to the point where Natalia might be stepping away.
Maybe,
And
but
that's
it's
why
bullshit.
she is putting people over.
I don't like her, but it's bullshit. She never had a title.
Well, yeah, it is. You know, I just think it's fucking, like, honestly, if you're that unhappy, go handle your shit in private. Don't fucking throw a pity party in the hallway. And a lot of people think that Bailey's not 100% on this and she's just going along with Sasha,
Which I could see.
which I could totally see. Because Bailey doesn't seem like the type to be like, no, that's bullshit.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never liked Sasha because I always got that vibe from her. that it wasn't just her character, that she really was just like that.
And the sad part is, like, you can tell that's kind of what the WWE thinks, that it's all Sasha pushing Bayley to say this shit, because why the fuck else would they break them up? Why? And put her on a whole other show. Like, they're getting her as far away from Sasha as possible. I mean, that's not just to be like, oh, well, you know, we just want something different. No, they're gonna be like, nope, sorry, you need to fucking woman up.
Yeah, you act so fucking tough. Like,
she's not tough, guys. Like,
she's
literally,
not, but she acts like she is.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but can Becky just slap the fucking shit out of her? Literally, I'd live for that.
I would too.
I would live for that. And you know, I think she just needs to just go.
She'd be happier. I'd be happier.
Yeah, that way we don't have to watch her.
Because you're always going to have that in your mind, like, because did that really happen? But lots of sources now are saying it. First it was like Ryan Satin, which I don't really believe. But now, like, a lot of people are saying it's true. So,
well, yeah, and the fact that she doesn't get drafted anywhere, she's not on TV, she's fucking gone, guys.
Well, she was on vacation somewhere, wasn't she?
She was with what's his face? My God, I can't think of his name.
Kalisto, yeah, that's right. It's just weird.
Stupid.
But one thing I am happy about, going back to the shakeup in general, is we could have AJ versus Seth, which makes me very excited.
And now Finn's on SmackDown too.
Yeah, with Gallows and Anderson, I'm assuming they're still there.
For the time being.
For the time being.
No, maybe not.
Maybe not. And I thought there was one more that I was like happy about. Like, I knew it was going to be AJ at the end. Like, I wasn't sure, and then like at the very end, I was like, it's got to be AJ.
It's AJ.
Yeah. I did like did you see the thing I retweeted where it was like, so AJ moved out of a house he built to go go pay rent in a shithole? That's so funny.
Literally. It's like AJ Styles has moved to the slums.
Oh gosh.
So
then the big quote unquote surprise. We knew it was either gonna be Brock or Roman, and it was Roman went to SmackDown.
Yeah.
So they've completely broken apart the Shield. Completely.
Yes. And also, Kairi Sane and Asuka are now a tag team.
I'm happy about that.
With
Although I love it.
Manager.
Although I do love Io, but
Sky Pirates is where it's at.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll put her in there and they'll be a trio.
Maybe. But until then, I'm excited. Asuka actually has something quality to do. Because they'll get those belts.
It made me really sad, though, because, like, they showed the video of Io finding out that Kairi was going, and I was like, no!
Oh. Kairi's so cute, though.
She is. So, speaking of the Shield, though, tomorrow is the last ride. On Easter Sunday. The day that Jesus came out of his little hole.
Oh my God, he's not a groundhog.
And
oh my God, I cannot believe you just said that.
But now, guys,
that is not what. Take that back. That's horrible.
Jesus was
resurrected.
Yeah, that. Anyway, also, and on top of that, but if you're a Shield fangirl, on Easter, it's time for the Shield to be over.
Part 453.
Part 1272.
Like, it's lost its meaning to me at this point. I don't even care anymore.
Like, literally, I'm just like, fucking leave already. Like,
I don't even care anymore. I feel bad, but I don't. I said my goodbye weeks ago. Like,
you got me, and I'm like, are you on the Indies yet? Are you in a death match yet? Because I would buy tickets.
I don't think he's going to do anything. I still say he's not. He said the word retire the other night.
Yeah.
After a show. So I think I've been saying from the beginning.
But here's the thing. Ric Flair said he was going to retire too, and he went to Impact. So
this is Dean Ambrose. He ain't going to bullshit you.
Either that or he's the king of bullshitting us.
Maybe, but I highly doubt it. I think he'd be pretty honest. I
I
don't know.
don't know. We will see, but I want to see him in a death match. I do. Why? Because it's fucking sexy when he's in a death match. When he says, I'm going to get you, motherfucker, and he's got very tight jeans on, no shirt, smoking a cigarette. Yeah.
It's like my high school fantasy.
Oh, yeah. It's like,
Put a chain on his wallet, and like you're right where I was when I was a teenager.
He had one.
And remember a while back he started wearing the chain around his neck?
Yeah.
Like the link necklace, and I was like, and the earrings too, and I'm like, you were like my high school dream. Like that's what I wanted.
You're such a
in the 90s.
dreamboat.
In the 90s, that was what I wanted. Like,
Girl, early 2000s. That was all.
Yeah. I mean, I was in high school in the late 90s, early 2000s, but
Yeah, we would have both been like, sir, get in my car and we're going to go have sex in the car because, we can't do it at our house because our parents are home.
he'd be like, I don't care, come to my house. My parents don't care.
Yeah, my dad's gone and my mom works 3 jobs. All right. He's so dreamy.
He'd have like porno magazines all over the floor, like stepping over.
He'd have a poster of Pamela Anderson on his wall.
Like, yeah, fuck it, who cares?
We're gonna have sex over my Pamela poster.
Oh, God.
Nice. And you know what? You would have done it, and I would have done it. Yeah.
I would have.
Like we'd say no. No.
I wouldn't, not to him.
No. I'd be like, when and where? Tell me.
Oh man. So yeah, so tune into that. I probably won't watch it. But if you're Shield obsessed, then go
But here's
for it.
what I wonder. They haven't announced who the opponents are. Can it be Undisputed Era?
Might be.
Please?
Might be. That would be awesome.
Oh my God. If that's the case, I'd be like, Jen,
I'll watch it.
I'd call like, Jen, put the TV on. Oh, put the TV on. We gotta go to the Chinese buffet after this.
Oh my God. That would be worth it.
It would. I'd be like, okay, now we're talking. Like, wait, you've had 37,286 goodbyes, and now you're giving us what we wanted. Okay.
Sounds right.
Sounds about right.
Oh man.
So what's the over-under that he'll show up on Raw?
He's not going to.
You say that.
Well, I know, but I don't think so. I hope I'm wrong. Well, no, I don't hope I'm wrong. I don't know what I hope for him anymore. Oh, for him to be happy, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But,
Well,
man.
so, Steve, you saying Jesus come out of his hole? Oh, my God.
Well, he was in a hole in a rock.
He was not in a hole. He was in like a cave, a tomb.
It looks like every fucking illustration I've seen, it looks like a hole in a rock, which is a cave.
It's not. You made it sound like you said coming up out of a hole. Like he was coming out of the ground.
I don't know what he's doing in the cave.
Well, then don't speak about it then.
He could have been whistling Dixie for all I know.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Okay.
We're passing into blasphemous territory.
I have to go to work tomorrow on Easter Sunday, and you're sitting here telling me about how Jesus came up out of a hole.
My story's more entertaining.
Oh, my God.
Hey, at least I didn't say anything mean.
You didn't.
I didn't. I said something. He would
Blasphemous?
enjoy it.
No, he would not. No, he would not.
What if I'm right?
You're wrong.
What if I'm right? But
You're
you
wrong.
don't know. Were you there? You weren't there.
He didn't come out of a hole in the
The
ground.
people who wrote the books weren't there.
Yes, they were.
The people who print the Bible were not there. They were not there.
The people that printed it, no.
No, they weren't there. And you know what? You could take liberties on anything.
Okay. We've come to the end of this TED Talk because I have to go to work tomorrow.
You know what I could do? I could totally like spice in our sex conversation on this and make some weird shit. I really wanted to.
Please don't.
I wasn't planning on it.
Please don't. I still have to finish the intro, and I don't want you to ruin it by putting blasphemous material. I'm glad this is not going up until tomorrow, so I can finish it. So you're not putting together some bullshit blasphemy intro.
Like what?
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Because that's what I'm
You
gonna
have
spend
our
my time
sex
doing.
episode, and you have an episode where we're talking about Easter and Jesus coming up out of a hole. I'm sure you could think of something.
I actually didn't even think of that, but all right.
Yeah.
Guys, I wasn't even thinking that. But Sally Dirty Mind over here.
I have a dirty mind, but I also believe that Jesus didn't pop up out of a hole.
Sorry that I did not remember the word cave or hole in a fucking rock.
Tomb.
Was he in a coffin?
No, a tomb.
No, I'm just asking what was in the tomb.
He was not in a coffin. He was wrapped up.
Like a mummy?
No.
But
No. Have you not ever seen the blanket? I don't know what the word for it is. Sheath, blanket. I don't know what you call it. I'll think of the word later. That he was supposedly wrapped in. Like they have it somewhere. It has his blood on it. That they wrap like a shroud kind of.
What's it in? If it was in that Notre Dame, it's gone. So
No, it wasn't. I don't remember where it is. I feel like it's in like South America or somewhere. I could be wrong, but a shroud maybe is the word. Like they wrapped him up in something, and he wasn't buried. He wasn't anything. He was just wrapped up like one time around, laying in the cave/tomb, and they went in to get him to go bury him, and he wasn't there.
he disappeared. He's a ghost.
No, he's not a ghost. He's a spirit.
Seriously, guys, my version of the events would be so much better.
You have him popping up out of a hole like that Bang the Gopher thing at the arcade.
I suck at that game. I really do.
I'm glad.
You know why? Because I just sit there and just start beating the machine.
What is it called?
Yeah.
Some whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole. I suck at whack-a-mole. Probably worse than I do cornhole because I just get violent.
You know what I like? I like skee ball.
I love skee ball. You know, maybe on the survey we should have put skee ball.
Yeah. Or if they haven't like a big bar or something, you could play pool with them. That would be pretty awesome.
Strip poker.
That too. On that note, I have to go to sleep and go work on Easter Sunday.
Because that's not blasphemous at all.
I know. You got the Christian girl working on Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
And you not. You don't believe in God.
I am agnostic. That means I am skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
For all I know, my story could be right. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Oh my gosh.
I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I admit
wasn't there either.
I mean, shit. If I have a conspiracy theory on stuff that I wasn't alive for, you really think I'm not going to come up with one when I wasn't there? Interesting. Anyway, now that Jen is going to go cry because, you know, she has to work on Easter. And, yeah, we're going to go.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.